what I heard.
We name them and won't keep those two teams. Pretty easy for beats.
No, well, things change.
They did.
If we live long enough.
They do.
It's,
So I can't start screen share while.
You
the
follow
participant's
baseball at all?
sharing.
you a Phillies fan right now?
Very sad. So,
Well,
it's enough to know.
Bryce Harper, boy, you know.
Yeah. They're doing
Oh,
well.
hey,
Hey,
hey.
we have.
How are you? How are you? I'm doing well. Nice to see you. Good. See you.
Hello.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Well, we have a forum anyway.
That's all we're getting.
We're all getting.
Oh,
Apparently I'm in charge today, yes.
So we'd like to do the presentations, then kind of go on the little tour.
yeah, I really didn't do that.
Taking the deep dark secrets of development.
Are you sure you want to expose us to that?
Not secrets, chambers.
Share. Sure.
Not bad.
Not bad. Big moisture. The more snow we get, the better off we are.
Well, good start, looks like.
Going for Thanksgiving, so that's
Yeah.
a good thing.
I suppose the ski resort is opening, probably it's just no vegetable snow, I think.
They're not opening yet, are they?
I think one Friday, I think there's,
Oh.
it could be wrong, but
I've
I
heard the
can
same
hardly wait
thing.
until I get my senior discount.
are you a skier? I'm not a
Interesting.
skier. You're not old enough to get the senior discount. Yes, you're 60. One more past mine, you can have. mine.
Well, that's legal.
We are.
Right, we live in a socialistic society.
No, I lived in Canada, we do not live in such a
Society.
Trust me, I'm not.
Far different up there than it is here.
Yeah.
That one say one?
Let's see.
Yeah, that one says one.
Someone else is. Where did you go last? Where you are?
No, we have to remove one of them. And it was
And
just
my
to-
wife and I lived there about 15, about 40 years in Kansas, 25 here in Utah. and
What are the
Indiana,
other
so we kind of lived all over.
Is she a Canadian?
Yeah, she's socialist too.
She's socialist.
I'm okay with gun control.
If you can, switch it off to the talent.
my mind, those are not bad things.
Doing pretty well.
They work well for me, for us.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. if
No,
people
so
know
you're
that.
sorry, it's out.
That one you have.
These are the pictures.
I'm a capitalist, I'm a
So
free
if you
enterprise,
notice
all
find
that.
this with them,
Yeah.
that's the.
Except with Dennis,
You can just go hit your.
Let's see. No.
Put it in.
opening alpha is the
Oh, there we
18th.
go.
I didn't think they
So,
were-
yeah, we just have these
What do you-
two by. Yeah,
I'd
just
like to
those
go
two,
Sunday,
and
so
we're
it's
still
like
kind of
close.
Yeah, that is
some of that, but
Your
yes.
wife is here also.
Sorry about that.
She doesn't ski as much.
I just started on Monday, so I'm privy to it as well.
You're doing well.
I tried it years ago and I about broke my neck.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't,
Oh, I can, I just like being outside in the winter.
Calgary.
Oh, you're nice.
First is,
Unless you're pulling up the cables and preventing us from starting. Okay. No, thank you.
That's a new picture, is it? Who took that one? Is that a drone?
That's several years old. You
Yeah,
can still
that's
see
old.
Big O Tire and other things.
Hmm.
When Trader Joe's is under construction.
Oh, yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Ryan, is what it's- Ryan,
Oh.
Southern, earliest opening date in
Oh,
history,
well, guess we still have to wait.
resort district. We got 17 inches last week and have 19, we expect. You said you have steep, right?
Yeah, I can call the order if we just want it. Well, I thought we had, we have to have YouTube, don't we?
Oh, yeah, we have to have.
Is someone joining us via YouTube?
No, our meetings are recorded, the public meetings, and so.
It's always live streamed.
So Jim, what do you like?
And we're ready.
Okay.
So when.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, calling to order. We'll start our meeting. Or pre-meeting.
Okay, item 3.1 is 1552 Industrial Park Plat C. And what they're doing is they're taking these 4 lots. It used to be the Boy Scout of America building. You might be familiar with that. And so they're taking 4 lots and combining them all into one large lot. So this is the site plan showing the building. They're not going to add any new buildings. They are adding like a mechanical wing for the air conditioning, HVAC and stuff, but that's basically it, and a bicycle rack and a shed down in the far south part of the property. This is the existing plat showing the 4 separate lots, and this is the new plat showing one large lot. And the landscape plan. And this looks like now from 2 different directions. Did you have any questions?
Just what's behind, why are they combining? Just because they'll never ever sell them separately, or is there a company that's moving it? Is there a tenant already in there?
Yeah, it's the state. They're gonna make the Utah County Community Correction Center.
Oh.
So they just want it all one lot, so they can have the lands, the recreation part down the south part of the building, and instead of having everything separate. So the state owns it, and they want one lot.
Does the state have to get approval from us on this thing, if they own it?
Plat amendment, they do. The site plan, they do.
To combine the 4 lots into one, they do. That's on this one.
So this is just simply the plan.
Okay, Cascade Estates Plat D, vacating lots 1 and 13 of Cascade Estates and lot 2 of Cascade View, and just rearranging property lines. Yeah, although this one, yeah. So this is the location, showing the 3 separate lots. And then they're basically moving, for lot 2, they're moving the property line about 10 feet to the west. And then they're cleaning up some of the other property lines. It was all owned by one person at one time. And he kind of sold off this part, and then he decided, well, maybe we don't want to put that line there. So he kind of bought it back and redeeded it. The lines are all over the place. So now that it's starting to be owned by different, he's passed away, I think. I'm not 100% sure about that. But the son wants to build a home on lot 2. I think different people now own the large lot. So they're just cleaning up the property lines so that they can have the daughter, and I believe the daughter lives in lot 1. So they want to make the property lines. So there's really, they're not making that big of an adjustment. They just are cleaning up property lines.
So, but the adjustment where the property line is, the same property owner owns both sides of that where the adjustment is, or not? Or do all property owners have to kind of agree on this?
All property owners will have to sign the plat, the new plat, yes. I don't think, and I'm not 100% sure, we can ask the applicant, but I think on the large lot, I think that has now been sold to somebody else, and that a sister and a brother own lot 1 and 2.
And this is a public notice. Who will get notified of the public notice? Just immediate? It's not like a huge deal, right? Just a couple of people around them, or?
So we don't send out postcards, it's just notice on our website, the state website, and it's posted in different areas. But we don't have to do a public notice, like postcards, if that's what you need. We don't do that for this.
Isn't it a public hearing though?
It is a public.
It is a public.
Requirement is to publish it in the, so it's on the state website. It's on 3 places within the city, but we're not required. It's not 500 feet or anything like that.
When my neighbor did a last meeting, I I talked to him, I said, so have you talked to your neighbors? That's always my standard. You know, do the neighbors know? I said, no. I said, well, go talk to them.
And this
But
one is,
in this case, it doesn't matter.
and they're simply just they're basically just fixing the lines in between lots. There's already 3 lots. But just combining, fixing the lot lines. Because as Cheryl said, over time they sold, and so there's some confusion, not confusion, but some lines that are not quite lining up with. So they're just fixing.
I'm not vacating any public utilities, so there have worked, so, yeah, there's no lot lines.
Just cleaning up the plat
Will
process.
there be those other 2 lots, will they get sold and buildings put on them, or?
Yeah, the brother wants to, lot 2 is vacant.
Okay,
I think I have a picture of that.
so that's part of the reason.
Yeah, so he's gonna,
But it's basically legal clarification, really, more than anything. It's
Right.
just, so all of everything actually matches up.
where's the lot line?
Yeah.
Any other questions on this one? Okay, Bella Vista. So they also want to change the lot line. This is where it's located. Right now, there's one person who owns both lots. I think it was 2 lots, and then he combined it into 1 lot. Now they're splitting it back into 2 lots again. They are keeping, there is a garage. This is the existing flat. But they're keeping, I don't think I have a picture of that. But there's a garage on this lot. They want to keep that garage. So when they build a new house, they'll have to build the new house 6 feet away from that because it's an accessory structure. I can't think of my words. And you can only have 8% of your total lot size being accessory structures. So the garage is 700 square feet. The max they can have is 726 square feet. So they're well within that. So they can. But if they're closer than 6 feet, it's considered attached, and then you have to meet the setback requirements, which would mean the garage would have to move 8 feet on the side and 25 feet in the rear. So that won't work. So that's why they have to be 6 feet away. The new owner, of course, could tear the garage down if they don't want. That's up to them. But any questions on this one? Ostergaard. This is 1 large lot. It's the last part of this subdivision to be developed or built on, I guess is a better word. This shows the preliminary plat that was approved back in 2011, I believe. And the rest of the whole subdivision was built out, but now this never has been. So now they want to build on this large, they want to split it into 2 lots and build on that vacant part of the existing lot. This shows the existing plat. And the proposed plat with the 2 lots. This is these are the street views. Any questions on this one?
So were they originally 2 lots, then combined, and now we're
Mhm.
splitting them again?
No, it's always been, well, see on here, you can see. Can you see that one up? The Dennis Hill future development, that's part of it. So it's always been just 1 large.
The time when this one came in. Stuff in sewer and water. It was always slated to be developed. They just didn't do it at the time. So that's the last lot on that knuckle to be developed.
And they have curb gutter sidewalks, so all the improvements are in. Any other questions?
All the owners to be here today, or?
Easy peasy.
That or the engineer.
That's it. These are all pretty black and white, straightforward,
Yeah.
all recommended by you folks.
There's, yeah. They meet all the requirements.
Yeah. It's good.
So if there's no questions, we can pause our Zoom.
I can leave my half eaten dinner here, and no one
Yeah,
will
we'll-
take it. while we're on.
Well, I should do it.
Probably get 3-0.
I'm trying to figure out this. Yeah, what
anything.
Our Father in heaven, we're grateful this day for thy many blessings. We are grateful for this great land in which we live, and this beautiful city that we live in. We pray that thou will bless us in our deliberations and that which is done today, that it might be according to thy will, and that we might always deal with one another in a civil and friendly manner. We again thank thee for all thou hast given us, and we do this in the name of thy Son, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you. Okay, we'll start with item 3.1.
All right, item 3.1 is for 1552 Industrial Park Plat C. They are vacating lots 3, 4, 5, and 6 of the 1552 Industrial Park Plat A subdivision and creating one large lot. This shows the location. It's in the old Boy Scouts of America building, just west of the I-15. This shows a site plan. They will keep the same building. They will not add to the building or add any additional buildings other than mechanical buildings and sheds, storage type things for landscaping, that type of thing, and a couple of dumpsters on the west side. This is the existing plat showing the 4 different lots and the proposed plat showing one large lot. And the landscaping plan. This shows the street view from 2 different directions. And staff recommends approval. Did you have any questions for me?
Not anyone else? Okay. Is the applicant here? Would you like to add anything to this? Please come to the mic.
Good afternoon. My name is Rick Magnus with AWA Engineering, representing the applicant here this afternoon. I just want to go on record and let Planning Commission know that you have an excellent staff here. They have been they've given great effort to help us to get to this point, and we're grateful for everything that they've orchestrated and gotten us here. So that needed to be heard on record, and we're just grateful for them. And I'm here if you have any questions as well. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Are there any questions for the applicant?
I think your comments are timely. We just had a tour of their operations, so raises must be on the table right now for consideration.
Okay, so this is a public hearing, so we will open up for the public hearing for comments. If you'd like to make a comment, please come up to the front to the mic and state your name. And comments will be limited to 3 minutes. So we'll give it a minute. Let's see if anyone comes forward. Okay, no one's coming forward, so we'll close the public hearing and move to.
Sure, I move we approve vacating lots 3, 4, and 5, and 6 of 15-52 Industrial Park Plat A subdivision, and approve 15-52 Industrial Park Plat C, located generally at 750 North, 1345 West in the M2 zone.
Jim?
Yes, aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, that passes item 3.2.
All right, item 3.2 is Cascade Estates Plat D. They are vacating lots 1 and 13 of Cascade Estates Plat A and lot 2 of Cascade View Plat G. This shows the location. Oh, and they are creating a new plat. I forgot to mention that part, sorry. There are 3 lots. This is the preliminary plat showing they are moving the lot line for lot 2 approximately 10 feet to the west and cleaning up other lot lines between the 3 lots. It was all owned by one person at some time in the past. And he kind of deeded property back and forth, and the lot lines got messed up. So we are cleaning up the lot lines and moving that lot line between 1 and 2 a little bit to the west. This shows the existing plats where the lots will be vacated, and the proposed plat with the 3 lots. This is a street view. Lot 2 is currently vacant. And there's homes on lots 1 and 3 currently. The staff recommends approval of the new Cascade Estates Plat D. Any questions?
Okay, is the applicant here? Would you like to come and? Mike, thanks.
Name is Jake Hill, and I did previously own all that property. I just have one question, and that is between lots 1 and 2, where we're changing that property line, are there any easements on the back property lines of those lots? And if so, what are they?
That's a great question. Cheryl?
So you can see here that there are public utility easements. There's a 10-foot public utility easement on the property line, and then
On the back property line or just on the side property lines?
when you say back property line, do you mean
Where the 2 lots come together?
lots 1 and 2?
Yes.
Yes, that's a 10-foot public utility easement.
However, to clarify, Cheryl, it's not right on the property line. It is set into lot 2 a little bit, which is probably where the original
It's the
PUE was, is
existing.
my guess.
Mhm.
Okay, so then my other question would be is, if we're going to build in there, we would have to get variance from the utility companies?
No, you would have to get vacation letters
Or
from all
vacation
5
from them.
utilities. Uh-huh.
Okay,
That easement though is outside of your buildable area. So as far as building a home, I think you're okay. If you were to build a shed or something, you would want to do that.
okay. All right, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, this is a public hearing again, so we will open for public hearing. And we will close the public hearing. Any questions, comments? Okay.
I move the approval of the vacating of lots. I move the approval of vacating of the lots 1 and 13 of Cascade Estates, Plat A, and Lot 2 of Cascade View. Plat G amended and approved Cascade Estates, Plat D, located generally at 640 North, 960 East in the R8 zone. With the condition, the property will be conveyed from one owner to the other by deed prior to the recording plat, or prior to recording the plat.
I second. Terry? Aye.
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 Okay, that passes. Item 3.3.
Item 3.3 is Bella Vista Estates Plat F. They are vacating lots 4 and 5 of Bella Vista Estates and creating the new Bella Vista Estates Plat F. This shows the location of the 2 lots. So it was 2 lots, and then it was created, it was changed into 1 lot. Now they're splitting it into 2 lots again. There is an existing garage on lot 2 that will remain, and the new home will have to be 6 feet away from that. But the lots themselves all meet the requirements of the R8 zone with the lot size and frontage requirements. This shows the existing plat and the proposed plat with the 2 lots and the street view. And staff recommends approval. Did you have any questions?
Yeah, I do. Can you go back a couple slides? I do.
Sure.
Just trying, I think it's fine. I just, 2 more.
This one?
Yeah, it looks like there's kind of a 10-foot area in between the 2 lots or something, some kind of a 13.5-foot area. I was trying to determine which was the lot line and which one, what's the extra line for? Or is that the current versus the new one?
I believe so, yes. So they're moving, there's a carport, and so they're moving the property line towards the east.
So the carport is not running through the middle of the lot line?
Correct.
That's okay. Thank you.
Okay, is the applicant here? All right. This is again a public hearing, so we will open it for public comment. Hearing. And we will close the public hearing and ready to make motion?
I'll move. I move that we approve vacating lots 4 and 5 of Bella Vista Estates, Plat B, and approve Bella Vista Estates, Plat F, located generally at 866 East, 970 North in the R8 zone, with the condition the property will be conveyed from one owner to the other by deed prior to recording the plat.
I second the motion.
Okay. Jerry? Aye.
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 Okay. That passes. Item 3.4.
So item 3.4 is Ostergaard Estates Plat D. It's currently a lot of record, but they are creating 2 lots out of 1 lot to create Ostergaard Plat D. It shows the location. This is the existing preliminary plat and the existing plat. This subdivision was built out in the early 2000s and into the teens, but this one particular lot never was built out. They do have water, sewer, storm drain. They have curb gutter sidewalk. They have all the improvements are in. They just never developed it. So now they are dividing that 1 large lot into 2 lots. This shows the street views. And the back part of the lot is vacant. There's nothing on it. Staff recommends approval. Did you have any questions for me?
I do. Can you go back one? I just was looking at that picture again.
This one?
So the back part of the lot, so the front part is where it says street view from 360 West or
From
whatever.
3, yeah, that's where the
350
house,
West. That's the house. And the
Yes.
back part will then be developed in the cul-de-sac on the other side. right?
correct.
Okay.
It'll have its own frontage on the cul-de-sac.
Okay, any other questions? Okay. Anyone like to make a motion?
Oh, it's the applicant. Is this-
I mo-
The
I
applicant,
move
did
that,
Totally, oh, hold on. I did forget the applicant. Is the applicant here? Would you like to say anything or? We're good? Okay, sorry, thank you. Now you may make the motion.
I move that we approve the
No.
preliminary and final
It doesn't
plats.
say. Sorry. Once again, you can do, you really can do it this time.
I move that we approve the preliminary and final plats for Ostergaard Plat B, located generally at 1956 North, 400 West in the R8 zone.
I second the motion.
Okay, Jim.
Aye.
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 Okay. Passes. Ryan, do you have anything for us?
Just thank you very much for being here on this snowy day. And I know it's tough to travel, but if you were not here, we wouldn't be able to finalize these projects. So thank you very much.
Okay, final item is reviewing the minutes. Item 4.1. I didn't see anything with the minutes. So I
Okay.
make a motion that we approve the meeting minutes for October 19th, 2022.
I second the motion.
Okay, Jerry?
Aye.
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 Okay. And then I guess I make a motion, we adjourn.
I'll second it.
Okay.
Yes, aye.
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 Minutes.
Yeah, pretty close.
No, this is 14 minutes.
It's about what last meeting was. So 2 minutes after. Last one was about 6. Yeah. Close.